Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will take the field first. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams,
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Jones to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The give is to Williams. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Heaves it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Jones wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Yearly scripts have worked trying to add to this. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Jones to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Easy completion on the shuffle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it. That was a great call. First down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Plucks it out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Off the play fake. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He's loose. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 50. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Pocket breaking down. The sweet feet buy a little time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're going to run it. Makes his man miss. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They'll run the screen. Creates a little room. It's a seam wide open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and it looked...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now the toss. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
Makes the catch down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it down the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. When you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Jones wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's
bringing it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude.
Oh, out of space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The magic magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the foot.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Jones to throw. They're setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Now adjusting. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Arizona. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give is to Williams. Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
Jones wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Hagan. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It'll be 3rd and long. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. It's a running room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Buying some time as he moves left. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quarterback may change this route. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll toss it to the left. Running to Green. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The Bearcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And the ball's free in the backfield. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Beavers' defense has been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over Oregon State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Jones to throw. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Bearcats get enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Calls his own number. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Arizona sending the offense onto the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And they'll to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue beat.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in, it's Jennings. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Arizona right back to the line. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He'll pitch it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Gets rid of it. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's brought down. A short return to the defense, comes out on top with a pick. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Looking for room at the 25. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Jones wants to throw it. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Looking for his man. Finds a man by himself. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.